The highest possible role that you can become to one another is just simply a good friend. That's the highest possible role. Yeah. Not to become a fucking movie star like a Sylvester Stallone or anything with your monetary, not a judge, not a lawyer, not a mother. We'll see, even your mother, a judge, a lawyer, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, a priest, a police officer, a doctor, a teacher. All of those people can achieve becoming simply a good friend to you. Do you understand? See, now, what I'm saying is that, do you know what I mean? Do you know? Have you ever had one of those? You know, they probably won't stay there forever. They're there at a perfect time. It's right when you needed them, and they're not there to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to hear, and they will tell you something, because a good friend knows that communications is how that you let somebody know that they're being seen and heard and appreciated or depreciated, right? And I think that there's something on the planet, hi Patsy, that we can't continue to do anymore. There's something, what do you think it is? I think that we can have this conversation and prolong it and keep it going. I think it's the condition that the so-called human organism, I say so-called because there's the possibility that it could become human. That's what evolution is, and that's just the offering here, that in fact, it's like, once there is enough who are achieved as having become humane, in case you're, like, if you don't even know what we're talking about. See, of course I would love to do another 9 hour, but no, I have to do another 9,000 videos, some 700 hours. So anyway, and that's what we're going to do. I mean, you don't know how exhausted we are, and how absolutely bored we are of this subject matter that is just very simple, but people don't get it. Don't get what, Shauna? God, would you please just do some more suffering in front of my face? Is that me? Is it me? Are you getting uglier and uglier and more sour and more sour and more bitter and bitter? Possibly. But I'm here speaking for humanity as humanity. There's nothing I can't afford to be more or less. I can tell you why. Is because I don't have any family. It's difficult not having anybody. I've been kind of abandoned, and of course, all I can fucking see is these monsters that are trying to stick me to a bad mood or something. So, babes, we're working through stress already and stuff, and so this video right here, I've been known to just quit things, and unfortunately, I would quit the fact that I'm on to something. I know I'm on to something about the, okay, do you hear my language? Can you pick it up for me? And can you get what I'm saying? Can you understand are you this enlightened? Do you know what reality is now? From your friend Shauna having talked about it, at least academically, right? You're like, yes, according to what was repeated several hundred times, reality is outer space and or now, right? But if you were really smart, you say, yeah, but put the N down, capitalize the O. I don't know. Why? I don't know. See, within that O, there you are. You're encapsulated. Now you're in the universe. Let's just say that. They say that there's walls to the universe, and maybe it's an O shape. I don't know. Maybe it's a blob shape. But can you use your imagination enough to just go farther with it and say, yeah, and the O is gone? Why? Well, because God has the word O, the letter O right in the middle of it. I didn't lie yet. Sorry, you're probably never going to get this advanced in what's actually just there, really. But the promise is if you do, then you'll get back all of that that you have been stolen from, and indeed, babes, you are being stolen from. It includes your life, your potential, yep, your perception, And see, I've been well at practice and sacrificing for this. What it really is just that I'm staying concentrated enough to make breakthroughs and say, no, actually, this is very real. There's a whole spectrum missing from your consciousness, and the language reflects it. It's flatlined. It makes no sense for there to be just one capital at the top and then the rest just drops. See, we're talking about money now. Capital, yep. The sheep know. Wait a minute. I learned about capital in kindergarten when they were trying to teach us about writing and reading. And there's capital lettering. Yeah, no. See, if you knew what I was looking into and how this reality really is, first of all, you would click out and say, are you kidding me? This is boring. Why am I interested in any of this? Any of it? See, it's already coming up that people are talking about these mysterious passages that the mind can get into because they dared to question and keep thinking about it, that brings them into tapping a field within reality that makes them oh, this one chick always wins the lotto. It's like she just knows how to do it, and I believe it. I see how that can see. I'm right on the verge of that, but at the same time, Hans, the enemy is right on the verge. Like I said, I just want to shut this thing down. I'm not. See, that thing I've been relying on, I've been having to rely on it to support me, and it's beyond less than breadcrumbing. It doesn't think I deserve much more. Why? Because I'm not giving it what it wants, which is, it's pathetic. Because here I am, a whole person with so much to offer across the board. Includes, well, of course, my material wealth. I know how to share that. No, that I'm talking about time that it takes to finally figure out what we're going to do. See, they're not at all, babe. That person's a predator, a complete and total seduction zone. And even though I think that somehow their influence, see, I see many dimensions of it, but you see, the version that they're on is the lowest. Babes, it's not even human yet. So I'm being sucked into the non-human paradigm, babes. You are here. If you're watching this, this is where you are. This is where you are on this planet. Most of what you're looking at, and I'm not an isolated incident, if these fucking people at the courthouse start saying, Shauna, oh, look at this video, you're crazy. No. Tap into all of the other videos all fucking. What do I have to do to be the only one that does the research to pull it up? Man, otherwise the algorithm AI will help us. No, AI will even tell you. AI will fucking start telling you. No, it does point at the right information most of the time. It will. That's what it's kind of here to do. But it's also here to babysit the original AI, which is your narcissist. What to do. To look all like I did it. When really they're just mimicking something. They're doing anything and everything really that garnishes attention. I did it. Didn't I? And it's sad because they turn that around on us, babes. This is where I know that there is sanctuary possible for us through what has found me. The English alphabet symbols system that is actually, that's an interfacing system sent from, let's say it, hey, friends, you should know now, by now, please. Type it. Yes, the interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space, Sean. Instead of taunting me and making fun of me some people that they don't belong in my life, and they probably have a miserable life by now. So you have to know what to taunt. You taunt You taunt the devil, you taunt Satan. You say, oh no, you loser? Oh, we know you. No, call it out, call it out. Say, you seem to only like weak people. Like, you'll just sit and wait until the weakness happens and then you pounce on them. Otherwise, you can't get close to people who are healthy and confident. Hey, Satan, where are you going? Do I have to turn this up so you can keep hearing who you are? You make all the roads to your hell look great, don't you, Satan, with your fucking money and the way that you kind of look like a dolly almost, right? In the human flesh, you look just as perfect. Hi, narcissist. You're taken, by the way. Did you know that there is a cure for you? And it is to go the way of Christ. But do you even know what that is? See, don't take this personally, babe. See, 92% are rendered up teetering on this disease called narcissism, which is the mind. Mankind suffers it. That's as of COVID-19. That's as of that announcement. That's what what happened. People just graduated into teetering on, like, they just don't know the difference between reality and the mind. In fact, they're like, I think I'm going to believe something more than just be with something, right? But see what happened to the ones that it was already that it was 80%. And this is according to worldwide renowned psychologists who gather up studies with other psychologists. And they say, this is the percentage that we're looking at. It's alarming, very much so. But it's actually what we already knew as spiritual people. Are like, no, this is correlating with a long time ago. Buddhism is saying that you have to become. You must achieve becoming human. See, there's a non-human and then there's a human being, babes. I hope one day that if I died tomorrow, one or two of you begins to like click in. You're like, no, that's the truth though. And outer space is the thing outside of my fully encapsulated fucking awareness that gets sucked into the mind. I don't want to dwell on this injury, but I'll tell you how it happened is that if you go to work for the enemy, especially when you're angry and resentful and you do get injured, they're happy with paying you for your injury, by the way. The, the government wants you sick and injured and rendered down as just impossible, right? It's getting pretty bad. So I don't want to dwell on it. But see, I needed somebody long ago. I needed healing. I needed my space for healing, and I'm being fucked with. It's horrible too when you start trying to talk to, trying to work it out with the enemy, and they're never going to understand you, right? Silly me, silly Aquarius moon, right? Tries to click out and say, by the way, this torture, it seems right along the lines of your particular programming of Satanism that goes way, back. Yeah, the marketing and the programming of the money, right? So, but can you just pretend like that you're now waking up and that you want love in your life and that you like to have a good time? Because this is not fun for me, right? Here I am, the Aquarius, saying, can you kind of back up out of your drama and your ego and your desperosity and your fear? This is Aquarius. And just look at the whole of humanity. Look at the movie. Have compassion for yourself, your situation, the two of you that are, what is it, Shauna? Oh yeah, I'm talking about like me and this other person. And this is what I have trouble with, is that they approached me. See, I'm totally isolated here. And then, see, they couldn't make it to me. See, I was already isolated, but I was working. And I didn't mind that as much because when I was working, no, I was associating with other people, right? And that's basically what we should kind of be happy with. We shouldn't, like, work for the enemy over there. Yeah, give me the money. And then, now I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Yeah, right. Didn't you just work with your friends over there? Babes, I have a video on this. It's like, why can't we just say that we have people in our life because we exchange money, and that's all. Otherwise, they aren't our friends. Get them out of here. See, that right there is, see, there's some people that think that that's what narcissists are, and it's like, no. Okay, let me clarify, but we don't have enough nourishment to keep fucking racking our brains for people that need all of this detail that they just don't know how to understand, but we will. We will. So what's the difference between people that want to keep money in their arena, in their banking system, as friends, babes? That's what they learn to do with themselves over there. And look at how it happens, like naturally what's happening. Now, I refuse to believe that this is just, yeah, no, the men make all the money over there, and then they grab the woman, and then now, and they all say that, oh God, watch out for the alive woman. She's gonna just cast her out now. Let's grab the dolly and let's dress her up, and we love that. The makeup, right? The makeup makes a woman look like that she went through the process of sexual arousal, which is orgasm. Babes, that takes 2 weeks to 2 years to perform on a woman. You don't just slap that look on. But men are having women do that. Why? Well, because they want the desired effect all around them. You know, they're all a bunch of fucking unachieved pieces of shit. Pretty much. I mean, I'm sorry. Until they actually make it back to the actual woman who says, no, you're going to put that look on my face authentically or get out of here. Woo! How fucking bad does it get out there? It gets bad, right? It gets so fucking serious. It really does, though, doesn't it? Don't, babes, I'm going by how I feel, and it's like, ooh, whoa. Now, I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. You know this, right? You would rather be alone. You have no problem being alone, right? In fact, you would rather be alone. If you're somebody who was like peer pressured into going to the prom and putting the makeup on, and oh, you're peer pressured, right? You gotta have the husband, and he's got, of course, from cradle to grave. It's just right. But for the woman, it's a different story. It's like that you have to be submissive, and but see now, if you're my age, where did that get you? If if you're not a late bloomer and you didn't wait, which is congratulations, you did the right thing. We try to help ourselves by doing things like creative work and even smoking pot or eating. You know, I have always reached for my creative mind. And here's the thing about enlightenment. Here's the thing about sex. It could be the woman's subject matter too, because why is sex the woman's subject matter? Oh, I say 100% yes. That's her place. Yeah, because the children comes out of that. So she has to take full control, and she does quality control there. That's how, see, I talked about this before. Now, can you take this on? Have you? That's the question. Have you lived it? See, I have lived it. Now, if you want to know my autobiography, see, I'm going to start doing an autobiography and kind of tell you the story like, well, no, this is my life like from day one, right? And then like, and this is my experience. It's pretty fucking trippy because I wasn't really influenced by anybody. I'm just kind of going through life and going, oh, what's going on here? Why is my shoulder in pain now? I don't want to dwell on it. But see, these people that we haphazardly invite into our lives, who claim that they love us and shit like this, who all that they can do is put us in our minds, well, that's where you're going to hold on to your injury. That's where you're going to hold on to a lot of injury. And I'm going through the hell of an experience. I'm watching myself throughout my life, and I'm thinking, well, this was difficult, right? I'm talking as a woman being empowered by the fact that my dad departed from me and abandoned me when I was fucking 5. It wasn't abandonment like you think. Like he just, I'm gonna go get a pack of cigarettes and then he leaves and I never see him again. No, but what's worse than that, babe, is having them right there, a couple blocks around, but they're not really emotionally available for you. They're not really there for you. They're kind of, they're doing their life of survival. See, now this is where I have to kind of say, babes, do you think that the system has anything to do with how hard it is to just be a human being, let alone, what I mean the monetary system, let alone man and woman? Do you think that that has something to do with how mangled subject matter can get when it can just be really fucking easy without that shit? Now, here's the part where I say, how about you women? Do you think, basically men and women, 5-year-old, can you follow me? I'm sure they can. If you women just held back a little bit and made sure that you were having a funky good old time with your bodies and with that person who, even though you think you're smarter and saying, I don't care, no, you should have cared way more than to have even an oops happen. And then, how did that work out for you? I'm sorry, I'm 51 and I've noticed something happening. This is just what healthy people do to try to heal. They're going to get back and they're going to say, hey, no, the grassroots thing that Humdinger over there didn't work on, and now we're bringing it all out, and you can see it plainly, but they can't, and you're like, you know what? I don't want this. I fucking did my work. I'm an empowered woman. I'm ready. Rudolf Steiner was somebody who was very important to humanity if he was allowed to have his material exposed, and you can look up his material, but it's very obscured. And a lot of people say, maybe. And you know what you people are? Brain dead. You're the one that fucking Rudolf Steiner would say, good luck. And now again, here I am saying, you women out there, just because you can, don't. Don't do it. It's not a good enough excuse. It's too much for the system and for you to forget about, and for everybody to just say, fuck your vocabulary too, I guess, and use 3 words from here on out. And none of it is pointing at an emotion. Is there an in between? Is there like lukewarm? Is there warm or hot? Sorry. I started out this video saying, babes, I need help. And it's like, well, see, I realize that I'm not going to get help. I need support so that I can mind my own business helping myself. I'm a unique person and I have a unique path that I need to take. I would rather feel love from social media at this point. Where I'm at, where I'm stationed at right now, it's difficult for me. I can't just up and jump and run because my great-grandpa built this place. I happen to think that I have a legacy here that everything around me, sorry, I need to do this physical therapy, and I wish I can get that for me, and I'm not doing it. It's only because it was infused by the enemy who wishes for me to die. See, babes, I don't care for most of yes out there because, first of all, you're not in my life. Why should I? Don't take it personally. Babes, people are taking me personally. First of all, I never want to come out on this planet ever again. I know who I am, and I never want to experience this hellhole again. I'm not responsible for that there's an overload of people. There might be if they all just, it's just like they're like rats in a cage, and they just are terrible to each other, right? I don't want to be there with that. I don't want to be involved with people that are playing this game, like what my neighbor is doing. They did abuse of power, when really what it was is they were afraid of me. Um, and I wasn't going to do anything to them. I spoke with them and I put notes up, but I didn't do anything to them. I noticed that they were hating on me like right in the beginning. I noticed that some people will do that. And it's like, okay, so I don't have to give you any energy at all, but I do. See, I do in a way of just going, hi, how are you doing today? Because these are my new neighbors. And I don't have to blow sugar up their ass, not one iota. I say that when people move into a place where there are residences there for 35 years or more, those people should fucking blow sugar up our asses for fear that we don't want them here and we'll make it miserable for them from here on out. See, but I don't know. The heat is on now. They're highly oppressive, but here's the thing. See, this is my life, and I'm kind of telling you some of this shit, and it's like this. Boy, if you can understand, man, it's like this. Here's what I'm up against. Hello, early Aries degree people. I have to change every single aspect of my life. I have to change where I live. I have to do it all by myself, too. No, I have to do it all by myself. What I mean is that I have to be the one that discerns and controls the quality of how all of this goes. Through other people, I'll have to make sure that I know, and I have to, but see, isn't that tough? Not just the place I live. My love life has just been destroyed as far as how I'm thinking, boy, I guess I'm not cut out for it. You narcissists that starve for that life of partnership and just to fill the gap, like just to fill the stencil. You don't deserve to be around any human beings until you fucking qualify as being a human being. And how the fuck do we do that with you? You ruin people's fucking chances for having a good partnership by fucking posing as a human being and saying, okay, yeah, bouncing on our fucking innocent need for companionship. I'm a healer. That's what it is. That's right. I'm a healer. And I don't have any choice. I'm an empath and I don't have any choice. I try to fix. And the way that you fix and you heal people is that you acknowledge the symptoms that are there. And see, that's what happens. That's what I mean by clashing, I guess. I just acknowledge, well, that's certainly different. See, because I would not have drank the Kool-Aid so much, but, and then that person would say, what's the difference? A little bit here and there. I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, a little bit here and there. After a while, it turns into a big, big, big tumor there. And let's see where we get with whomever I've clashed with in the past. If they're not in my life, what do I care? And it's sad because it's like, okay, so whatever. This is daring. This might be the last video I make the truth because I'm in a lot of stress, pain. I want to sell my house like yesterday, but I don't want to get ripped off. But see, here's the thing: is boy, I should have sold it yesterday because what's happening around me, the way that these people are creating this neighborhood. They're devaluing my property. I don't know. See, now, minute 59, I'll take this to a fucking another hour and a half, and I'm going to try to tell you something. I have studied something, and I'm going to try to tell you something, babes. This is what you're supposed to be doing, by the way. Don't shut up. Speak. Say something, please. You have a generational fucking value, and it is to do this. It is to do the hardest thing, too. It's fearful, right? You just don't want to do it, right? No, you don't even know how that I would love to be shut up. Like, if you could pay me $50,000, I'll be quiet for however long that takes my care of my fucking $300 a month bill. I take what I need, you know what I mean? Like shit going on right now. I can't believe it. What the fuck is going on? Watch out, you guys. See, here's the thing. Learn meditation, be quiet. See, this is the thing, though. They have constructed most of the fields of avenues through which you would try to keep yourself centered and healthy. Your food is tainted. Oh, it's too much money now. And did you get a decent glass of water? I mean, did you filter it? I mean, are you sure it's filtered? Because you could have a weird brain effect, babes. People that the enemy, here's what I'm here to tell you. They want you to flail and fuck up and just don't, because they're going to start flailing and fucking up. Yep. They're going to start testing you, and they're trying to turn the tables right now. As the tables are turning on them, they're going to try and flip it. Just sit and try and support each other. Can you hear me? I'm just not good at reaching out and connecting with people over Facebook. I'm really not. I know phones as that you fucking talk to your friends because you're planning on doing something outside. You're going to, okay, I'll meet you at the 7-Eleven or something. And then you hang up and then you go over there. You don't just get hung up on here and thinking that there's people there, because there 100% is no people on Facebook, just like there's no people on your phone. No, that was a device that you use to communicate. Communications has nothing to do with the second and third dimension. Communications is the first dimension, the mind. You can do it through a goddamn TV set or a fucking phone or a goddamn horn or a book, and it's still not at all making it to reality per se. It's stuck in the mind, and then if there's a body there, you better hope you get to it every once in a while, for fear that it has not shit or piss on itself reading a fucking book in your classroom or hiding in a cupboard, whatever you bookworms are doing out there. Cerebral narcissists, yes. We have trouble with you. Academia being the plague. You have yet to get a real experience of your own. Hiding behind the fucking money you make because you did read a book on how to turn a screw, when really, go turn the fucking screw and tell us the real way to do it. You won't even do that correctly if you don't get the experience. Sometimes you don't do it really tight. You don't crack the fucking block. Anyway, what I am is in pain. And I need love in my life. I don't want the people from the past that haven't been in my life that love me, right? But they can't be here. Sorry. That's painful, isn't it? Let's share the pain. It's really fucking painful. No, I'm somebody who has had a better time than this, and why the universe brought me this? Because, you know, it's the truth, and it's just making me, it's like, how dare you make me get really clear? This place is weird, where I'm at. First of all, I don't want to sound bad either. I'm not interested in people like other people are interested in people. I think that I'm interested in getting a job and like working with people, and then see, what I'm interested is what we share together, not just people for the sake of people. Like, see, that's a narcissist. A narcissist, what can I get to get people to look at me? And I'm saying, what do you have? Really, what do you have between you people with that shit? What I'm saying is, what are you interested in that fucking attracts people, and now you're working together on something worthwhile in case the fucking kids were watching? And thanks everybody for getting this far. If I don't post this, I'm not going to get any help for myself. What I need is very little. And then I will finally sell this place and disappear. If I have to. Babes, if I have to sell this place, it means that I didn't find a good community here from having, I didn't go the high and rocky road. It's pretty fucking difficult what I have to do. But I have to ask for support. You hear how I'm trying to take care, babes. I'm mentally exhausted because I'm juggling on many dimensions here. I'm being attacked by demons. As well as I'm looking at the solution to a very huge problem on this planet. It's like, oh my God, nobody has seen this or figured it out yet, but it's coming up. That, of course, it's coming up, babes. It's already coming up. One person already knows it. Somebody knows it out there that you have to change your language. You have to change your interest. You're not interested in what you're saying, right? And I'm dead serious. This is the problem. Now, it's not a problem if you just reduce down the population and you start all over again and you say, look, these are the guidelines, babes. It's already here. What's written is nothing new. What I mean is, the words that you're using, words like the truth. I'm dead serious about looking at the shape of it. Look at it, the T. There's two T's there. Oh, the R. No, babes, this is real. What are you going to know about the truth unless you start drawing pictures and saying it's like this? Do you see the rut? You don't? The U doesn't, you don't think a U looks like there's a hole, maybe like if you were to look at a rut on end, that doesn't look like a U? If you don't think so, babe, don't have kids. You fail. Don't do it just because you can. It's not your right. It's really not. You have a right to what you need here to be a better presence on this plane, and if it includes how you would be to have kids, then so be it, but you better fight for those rights first. They're just your needs, really. Simple needs. You need clean water, for example. They want you to work for them. You need shoes or something like that, see? Well, those are your rights, and you shouldn't skin your knees trying to get it. Say, oh, forget it, then it's not working for me. The thing that I need is what works, and that feels good when I do it. Oh, yeah. Rewind that part. Say it again. That's what fucking what's-his-name would do. He would say it and do it in slow motion. He'd be like, ooh. Slow motion, that one. Say it again. Babes, people like me are going to fade out into the distance. We're going to be no more. And our videos are going to be left. Our material is going to be left. And some of it, I know that, see, all of it, I know that I'm doing under pure stress nothing that I should be doing. A lot of people are like, well, I guess Shauna is just fucked up. And it's like, yeah, no, I am. I'm hurting bad because I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing. But what I'm supposed to be doing, not only just playing my music, but I'm supposed to be playing with other people, right in front of other people's faces, because there's a phenomenon when mystics start playing together. But see, I can't find other mystics that are holding up music instruments. What I'm finding is fucking narcissists holding musical instruments. See, the mystic is an enlightened person. It's just simply a human being. A narcissist is not enlightened, and they are hardly not even a human being, and they're not going to qualify to be a mystic. They're a fucking demon. The United States is full of people that need critical care, and they're walking around like, no, I'm okay. No, I'm fine. Just for fucking a couple dollars, I have to go deal with that psychopath out there and the whole fucking population who is like, I don't think you deserve any of it. I can go over here to that. Do you have a deal? It's like, well, but you're making money, right? But is that the way you treat people? Okay, so I love the way money is, by the way. Let's just look at the way money makes people sound. I'll try not to puke out green shit all over your computer while I do this, because I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And it's increasing nowadays, this money talk about your brand. It's just increasing. And Rudolph Steiner fucking warned us about this. He says, no, they're working on a vaccine right now that will make people more materialistic. Oh, they will be plenty of smarts. They'll know how to run that golf ball through a gutter and do all the work for the elbow rubbing fucking man, running for the teacher and making their dollar and piling up their coins and shitting on other people, and they are a success, and that's what they will be doing, and they will never question. This is what Rudolf Steiner told us. They will never question their existence, their fucking curiosity about the universe, and if there's a creator or anything will be gone. And right now, I'm feeling some people that are spying on me, and they're like, yeah, exactly. We hate God. We don't understand what you mean when you say any of those words. Reality? Fuck you. Fuck reality. And the truth? Fuck that too, bitch. Now what are you gonna do? Nothing. Why? Well, because I'm a spiritual person. I'm achieved as a human being as love. That's the catch-22 that you don't realize. Those weird people over there in the convent, oh my God, but it's so horrible. They don't have kids. No. No, they know fucking better, man. That's the catch-22. When you have achieved and you've gotten smart enough to become a human being, boom, you're not stupid enough to fucking reproduce here. No way. You wait. You fucking wait. You take your freedom and you jump on the crucifix. Goodbye.